Happy Saturday, beautiful souls, wherever you are on this phenomenal planet. Hey, go ahead and tag someone, let them know we are doing the season finale. This is the last episode of Shift Your Thinking. It's perfect because it's Saturday. We're getting a party started. Oh man, jump in the chat box, say hi, say hello, drop a comment down below. Let me know that you're on. You know, I've got to do the logistics. So I just got to go ahead and share. Shout out to our radio podcast listeners, those of you who are tuning in on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Anchor, Breaker, Castbox, Apple Podcasts, on and on and on. I want to say thank you. Thank you all for growing with me. Oh, you guys are all have been truly amazing. And it's really easy. Without you, there is no me. Very, very easy. All right, let's go ahead and jump into taking a couple deep breaths before we jump into today's message. Join me, if you will. Let me go ahead and fix myself. You know, I got the new Ready Set Real Estate dress on, and it's a hot summer day in Cali. So I want to say, all right, breathe in with me. Ready? Breathe in and out. One more. Breathe in and out. Woo! How are you feeling, lovies? Say hi, say hello again. I just want to say, I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say because we did it. We went ahead and accelerated the show from it being Shift Your Thinking Tuesdays to it becoming Shift Your Thinking Daily. And I want to thank you all who have continually subscribed, who watched, who were new. And remember, this segment of the show is our personal development that is featured along our feature show, which is Ready, Set, Real Estate, available on Facebook, YouTube, radio podcasts, everywhere. And Shift Your Thinking has been a very transformative experience. And I know a lot of you have gained some value from it. And I just want to say thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you haven't heard it for today on a Saturday, know that I love you. I love you. I love you. Again, you beautiful souls, wherever you are on this phenomenal planet. Yeah, this has been a good run. And oh my, this is the last of Shift Your Thinking. It's going to be something else. But do know that it'll always be available on the radio podcast, and you can get caught up, especially for those of you in the future, as you are tuning in. And do know, I'm going to date this. I'm going to date it today. I'm going to say today is Saturday. It is July 13th, 2019. And when you come across this, like you come across Neville Goddard, Napoleon Hill, Abraham Hicks, Dennis Kimbrough, Tony Robbins, Brennan Burchard, Tom Bilyeu, all these other transformative, E.T., right? The hip hop preacher, Bob Proctor. When you come across their channels and you start to dig deep and you go, oh my gosh, they had all this information. Yes, welcome. We had all this information for you to really shift your thinking, transform your mind, and really materialize and create the life that you truly deserve and desire. Do know that wealth, prosperity, abundance is a birthright. Utilizing the currency, the tools of currency to really maximize your human potential. And that is really just to be an act of service, to be an act of service, provide service to other human beings. Shout out to Vivian. She's caught me on the live. She says, hi, Lisa. I was about to say I have a lot of catching up to do. You absolutely do. Welcome, welcome. You do. This is it, Vivian. I know you caught us in the latter part, and you've definitely been engaging. So I want to thank you, sis, for really being part of Shift Your Thinking and everything that I've been doing in general. And Shift Your Thinking, yeah, there's today is episode 200, and that's it. It was 200 ways to improve our life, and we did it. We did it. My life feels totally improved. My life has been totally improved. So you know how I like my caption. So let me take a look at, I'm not going to rush through this either. We're just really going to really enjoy this time, because when Shift Your Thinking first started, it was 25, 30 minutes that I was doing it. Then I shortened it to 13, and then I did it 10 minutes, and we were still doing Shift Your Thinking. I want to shout out to my brother, Evan Jefferson, who suggested that I do it on a daily. He says people really need daily practices and daily rituals to transform their life, and to wait once a week to get that from you, especially for the people that are connecting. He said it's best that you think about doing it daily. So yes, Vivian says, I'm glad I didn't miss your last episode, right? And you caught me on the live, so that's fantastic. And it actually occurred to me, Vivian, it's so funny because it occurred to me. I had this moment and I said, well, Lisa, it is your last episode. Don't pre-record it. Don't upload it. Let's do it the way we used to do it. We started this live every Tuesday at 8:10 in the morning, Pacific time. I came on for about 100 some episodes. I came on every Tuesday at 8:10 Pacific time. And what has that taught me? That has taught me commitment and discipline. Commitment to what I say, word is bond. And the other aspect is the discipline to get up and do that every single Tuesday morning. Yeah, so I've learned so much about myself. Were there days that I didn't want to get up? Yeah, there were days that I felt a little bit overwhelmed in terms of what was going on with my day-to-day. But what was really amazing was that I really enjoyed doing it. So I looked forward to coming, to connecting and doing it. And so that's when I started to really learn that what I'm doing is not work. I am having a phenomenal time, and I have learned to use my throat chakra. And I think this is so profound right now that I'm wearing blue. I've used caption blue, and blue represents that energy of activating your throat chakra. So I have healed my inner voice. I have been going through healing my inner voice and finding my voice because I have been in the shadows for a very long time in my life. And, I continue to be humbled, honored, amazed when I hear people say, you're a phenomenal speaker. When I do these presentations and say you're a powerful speaker, you need to be on a more larger platform. And while all that's good and great, what I really enjoy is that I get to connect with the core people. And that's what it's going to be about. It's going to be about the core people that I connect with. So yes, Vivian, you are already ahead of me when I said, when I do drop in the comments below, commitment and discipline. So we've already done our breathing technique. I haven't asked you yet, but how is your spirit? How are you feeling? This is the part of Shift Your Thinking for those of you who are listening to the first time, but we are concluding. So you got now, after today, 199 episodes to go and listen. And you cannot say that no one that looked like you, no one that has gone through trials, trauma, tribulation, I've been broke, stabbed, beaten, burnt, sued, all the above. You will not be able to say that there wasn't someone that walked on this earth that wanted to share, empower you, love on you, and genuinely support you and see you win. And win is by whatever definition you have made for yourself. I am not the one here to project what your goals should be, what your visions should be, what your dreams should be. That is not my role here. My role here is to really love on you and support you and say, the answer is yes. The universe is always speaking. Call it creator, God, divine source, Allah, whatever you are connecting with source energy, the answer is always yes. So which is why we've got to be careful with what our thoughts are and what our heart mind is saying, is because we are truly activating that into our physical world. We are really manifesting that and materializing that. So yes, okay, this is real. This is what's really happening. Okay. So how are you feeling? Drop in the comments. Go ahead and hashtag your mood. For me, I'm elated. You know, I'm going to say just overjoyed. And yes, I'm overjoyed. Woo! I'm overjoyed. I am so overjoyed right now. I feel like I want to bring back the music real quick. Let's bring it back real quick just so I can. Just want to bring it back. Bring it back. Feeling overjoyed. So it's so funny because ERGJ, he says, ERGJ just text me. I'm feeling you. All right, Evan. I'm feeling overjoyed. And isn't this amazing? This has been amazing. So yes, in today's episode, the final episode, episode 200, we are going to caption this. Hey, we're not going to hear this song anymore. You're not going to hear me say it, you know, shift your thinking daily. I'm just going to bask in it, y'all. I'm just going to let it marinate. This is almost, I'm still here, but shift your thinking. It's a wrap. We're going to call it something else. It's going to morph into something else. And guess what? Everything has its season. Ooh, woo! Everything has its season. Yes, everything has its season. And guess what? It is time for us to move on with Shift Your Thinking. So today's episode, I'm going to go ahead and caption it. This is so timely. Oh my gosh. A difference maker. Final episode, I'm going to caption this one, a difference maker. A difference maker. So for those of you who are new to me, say hi, say hello. My name's Lisa Puerto. I did this whole thing on just kind of already, missing it. I'm already missing it, but it's going to be something else. It just won't be Shift Your Thinking because we were doing, Vivian says, Evan, be nice. Vivian says, not everyone can have a 200th episode. You're absolutely right. We did that, y'all. We did that. And that has been, mind you, I stumbled across this. This was never my intention of doing this. I one day turned on my webcam and held up a book and I started reading before we started seeing most people reading books at that time. There are very few people that I know that actually do this. And what I have learned is what a profound way to use the social networking platforms to transform and make an impact. And all I'm doing is sharing what I do in my day-to-day anyway. I'm an avid reader. I absolutely love to write. And everything that I have materialized in my life has been out of true conviction of knowing that I've received value from reading and I've activated a lot of what I'm reading and what I'm learning and what I'm experiencing and what I desire to experience out of writing it down. And so, with that being said, I want to say that no man or no woman is an island. I want to acknowledge my family. I love my family, my mother, my grandmother, my aunt, my pop, my sister, my son, my children, my daughter, all my family, and all of you who have been so integral in sowing your seeds and sowing your support in me and helping me push forward, because you've watched me go through my own personal challenges, my own professional challenges, and you've watched me push through. You've watched me show up at times for other people, and that for me, I wholeheartedly love you all for that. My friends, my love circle, y'all know you guys are my rock, man. You all have been, you guys and gals, right? When I say guys and gals, my core circle, my love circle, I really thank you. It has really been amazing to hear the feedback and to have you show me ways to grow as well. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Additionally, let me see, my mom's calling. We're gonna take a live call. Hey, Mom. Hi, Mom. I'm doing Shifter Thinking live right now. Okay. Okay, thanks. Bye. On the 200th episode, I had not ever taken a live call, but when Mom calls, we'll take the live call. All right. So with that being, seeing that was so timely, right? Because I just thanked her and I acknowledged her. My mom has been an amazing woman. And when you talk about someone who was very clear from a very early point in their life of things that they wanted to achieve, and they execute and they did it, that has been my mother. My mother has not missed a day of work. She's not missed a day of work in the 20, 30 plus years that she has worked for the school district. We were looking at her hours, and she has so many accumulated hours. She can call off sick for, I think that we calculated for the next 10 years or something like that. It's some crazy number that she has accumulated. And so as you can see, I get that work ethic from my mother. And that's something that I desire to pass on to my children and also impress upon other people in terms of commitment and showing up. There's commitment and showing up, and there's some real truth to that. Okay. Lisa Puerto, also known as Super Agent. I'm an active licensed California real estate professional. I'm creator, founder of many cool things, books, projects, curriculums, workshops, webinars, and a whole bunch of things. But more importantly, shift your thinking, ready, set, real estate. Anything that I do, I'll be merchandise, anything for profit in terms of products and services that I'm offering for you to invest in me, to also in turn invest in yourself. A portion of those proceeds goes to support our nonprofit, our favorite nonprofit, which is Real Estate 100 Youth Foundation, where we teach and empower youth ages 11 and up to learn real estate literacy, terms, concepts, and careers. Now, remember, I'm the only one in the country thus far, and I don't want it to be that. I don't want to continue to be the only one. I was the first one. So when I preface the first, that means I would not be the last, because I'm sowing the seeds, I'm planting the seeds. And when you plant the seeds on something that has never been done in this way, that's all. I've just created a new way of doing something. And when you do it in this way, it is a challenge, right? So a lot of what I've been doing, I've been self-funding. I've asked family and friends to continue to support and invest in donating to the nonprofit or supporting the merchandise or the webinars or whatever resonates with you. I create so that I can offer something of value in exchange to support the work that we have been doing for the youth in our community. And importantly, right now, I'm asking for $10,000. We'd like to fundraise $10,000 to cover 2 fall sessions for 20 total of 40 students, 20 middle school students, 20 high school students. I will be teaching personally our signature real estate curriculum over 6 weeks. And I've been inspired by the group that I'm teaching right now at Youth United Academic and Enrichment Center with the executive director, Terry Bell, who's a phenomenal woman, amazing woman. And when you connect with people that are really passionate about seeing our children win and grow, that's when you really have to just pour in. And so I've been going above and beyond. I go beyond my class, my session time, because these children are getting it and they deserve it. They deserve it. So between Terry and I, Miss Terry and I, we've been able to come up with an option that works for them. It works for their budget. But remember, it costs to fund movements. Okay. Any movement that you see, it took money to do that. Any right or benefit that you experience today, it took money to make that possible. So I just want to leave that there. All right. It's the perfect segue for today. Continuing from Dean Del Sesto, make sure you subscribe, like, and share Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at lasuperagent. I just want to make sure. All right. I'm in the section where he says one way or the other, you're always making a difference. You're always making a difference. He says one can never say, I'm not making a difference. About 20 years ago, he says he was having lunch with a friend as a mentor type, and he asked, with that sinister look he always had, what I wanted to do with my life. He says, I remember telling him that I wanted to make a difference with people. Go ahead and drop in the comments below, difference with people. He says, well, Dean, good or bad, you're always making a difference. You are always making a difference. That's when what popped in my mind was this thing we call karma. People think karma is bad karma. Karma is a B. Karma has no bias in terms of class, race, ethnicity, whatever country. It's a good or a bad thing. It's scientific. What you reap, what you sow is what you reap. Let's continue. He says it sizzled my brain a bit, but he was right. Sometimes I was making a positive difference. Other times the difference was pretty ugly. Yet things were always somehow different after my positive actions, negative actions, and even lack of action. Impact never stopped. Go ahead and drop that in the comment below. Impact never stops. Impact never stops. Why? Because I've said this for the past 199 episodes. You are in relationship with everything. People, places, things, money, spirituality. You are in relationship with everything. So whenever you exchange energy with any of those things, people, places, thing, money, spirituality, etc., you are making an impact. You are making an impact. Good, bad. He says, I shared earlier that we were born to create and to generate. Ooh, woo. That's a phenomenal one. Type that in the comment. I was born to create and generate. I was born. See, this is what I was saying about what he just said. Impact never stops. This is what I was sharing about you as a co-creator. I've said this in many different ways, which is why 200 has been phenomenal. Why we have learned that it takes 21 days to create a new habit. Try 200. Try 200 ways of saying, thinking, and doing the same thing. My habits, my way of life, my way of thinking, my way of being has been transformed. He says, but also we were born to make a difference. You were born to make a difference. Meaning we cannot go a month, a week, or a day without making some kind of difference, good or bad. He says, forgive the extreme nature of the analogy. He says, but Charles Manson made a difference. Hitler made a difference. Thomas Edison, Abraham Lincoln, and Mother Teresa made a difference. The difference is the kinds of impact that were made, but make no mistake about it, big differences were made on all accounts. But also keep in mind that even Tom, Abe, and Teresa made differences that were less than what they committed to because they were human. And they would admit that. Why? Because they knew truth makes a positive difference, and difference birth in reality was primary for them. How timely. I made a post this morning. I was on social media this morning, or I think and I made a post, and I'm going to read it to you because it ties this in. And this goes to show you when when you're walking in your purpose and in your path and you're in alignment with what the universe, God force wants you to do. Because the message I posted this morning is synchronistic with the message I am relaying today, right now, verbally, orally with you here. Profound. And it's quoting Dr. Martin Luther King. He says, now that it's clear we are difference-making machines with no off switch, the question becomes, what kind of difference are you making in your life? Are you giving love? Question mark. Or are you giving grief? Are you providing serenity? Question mark. Or are you providing anxiety? Are you exposing positivity? Question mark. Or are you exposing skepticism? Are you encouraging or distressing others? Are you promoting unity or separatism? Are you delivering honesty or deception? All differences, all happening 24/7, all opportunities one way or the other. Woo! This was short, sweet, and powerful. Most of the time was me sharing that I am going to shift your thinking. I want to say I love you, love you, love you all for continually growing with me and supporting me and my wild ideas. Like I said, without you, there is no me. And that is me knowing that I do not exist alone, that I am very clear about this human experience that I'm having as a spiritual being. So I will leave you with this quote. Everyone has the power for greatness, not for fame, but greatness, because greatness is determined by service. And that is quoting ancestor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Y'all, this was tremendous. This was fun. Vivian, thank you so much. She says, I love everyone, but that's as far as I will go. It's all right. Know your limits. Know your limits. Woo! You guys, we did it. We did it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a phenomenal and productive day. I'll see you next time on not Shift Your Thinking, because this is it. This is a wrap. I will still be available every week on Wednesdays for Ready, Set, Real Estate. We will continue to rock and roll, grow, and do amazing things. It just means it's time to level up, take it to the next level. That's all we know what to do, how to do, because we are here to create and generate. With that, I love you. Peace and blessings, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And let someone know the impact that this has had on your life.